My name is Rose Hayden Smith. I'm with the University of California, and I have the pleasure today of moderating a panel on educational innovations and inspirational partnerships that connect the cafeteria with classrooms and the community. Now, as you know, the landscape of food and garden-based activities is broad, it's diverse. We use formal education, we use non-formal education, we have destination farms. There are programs such as Future Farmers of America, 4-H, and other sort of optional ag in the classroom type experiences. And so this can inform our work in a number of ways. And today what we're going to do is, as we know, the food and garden-based education enables us to enhance the curriculum and physical and social learning environments of schools in important ways, because these are ways that promote academic achievement, health and wellness, eco-literacy, and youth development. And because food and garden-based educational experiences have the potential to influence children's knowledge about and attitudes and preferences for food, they're critical to the success of farm-to-school activities, especially if we want to get kids eating more locally produced foods. So again, this session is going to explore innovations, and we have some wonderful, wonderful speakers lined up for you. Our first panelist today, down on the left, is John Fisher. John is the Assistant Director of the Life Lab Science Program, which is located on the UC Santa Cruz Center. It's on the campus at the Center for Agroecology and Sustainable Food Systems Farm. John has been an integral part of the Life Lab program. He is a fixture there, and he is one of the primary movers in garden-based education in the state of California. And for 30 years, and Life Lab will have its 30th anniversary, it's been a very important part of the programs in California by providing garden-based education, curriculum, professional development opportunities for teacher, farm, and garden-based education programs for preschoolers through adults. It has one of the most amazing children's gardens in the universe. And John manages also the California Department for Education Central Coast Region School Garden Resource Center. He is a founding member of the California School Garden Network, and he sits on the National Gardening Association's kidsgardening.com advisory board. His favorite locally grown food is the Asian pear, and he is the proud father of Neeli. Go John. John's also someone I work with really closely. Now, Heidi Martin here, we all met yesterday, and as you know, she works at the Idaho State Department of Education in child nutrition programs. She manages the team nutrition grants, training, school wellness, the Healthier Us Challenge, nutrition education, and the Farm to School program at the State Department. She graduated from the University of Idaho with a dietetics degree, and she's completing her master's in December in adult education. Congratulations. She's a recent graduate of the Leadership Idaho Agricultural Program and was recently recognized as the Young Dietitian of the Year in Idaho. She serves on the board of the Idaho Dietetic Association, the Idaho School Nutrition Association, and the Idaho Ag in the Classroom Advisory Board as well. She loves her job working in child nutrition programs. It's her personal goal to help schools offer healthier choices. And we heard about her passion for agriculture yesterday, which I think is exciting. In her free time, she does a lot of things, including hiking with her dog, who's also a farm-to-school fan and is appropriately named Carrot. Okay. Carol Lee Sly in the middle is another Californian. She's the Director of Education Programs for the Center for Eco-Literacy, and in that capacity she works with public and independent schools to educate students about sustainable living. Her doctorate is in science education from UC Berkeley, and she's authored and co-authored some very important publications that have informed my work, including the California State Environmental Education Guide, Toxics, Taking Charge, and Water Wisdom. Dr. Sly has taught in public elementary schools. She's been a professor at San Francisco State University and founded an independent alternative high school and a commercial teen cafe. She has 2 adult children and enjoys kayaking, birding, swimming, cooking, and travel. So that's great. Those are our panelists. Now here is how we're going to organize the session. Each of our panelists is going to give a 15-minute presentation. We will ask you to hold your questions until the end of all of the presentations cumulatively, and then we will spend 10 to 15 minutes taking questions from the audience and fielding those. Then we're going to spend the last 5 minutes thinking again about as a region, how we can learn from each other, support networking, and support our really important work in education and the way that it advances our farm to school agenda. Okay, so this is good.
Well, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad you're all here. This is a wonderful event. I do want to point out one of the resources that I had up here. Well, there's here it is. Got put right up here. A lot of the resources I'm going to be talking about are on this green handout. And this was a kind of a draft of a garden educator toolbox based on some of the resources at CSGN. So just a lot of things I'm talking about will be on the sheet. And we're going to move along here. So let me go back. So my goals for this 12, 15 minutes are to talk a little bit about the history of CSGN, the California School Garden Network, what we're doing and where we're going, and also a little insight onto the challenges and successes we've had, so that possibly you can gain from what we've been doing over the last 3 years. It's our mission. It was created after many long meetings with lots of people in a room over many months, but we're proud of it now. And just a quick little plug about my organization. I'm here presenting the California School Garden Network, which is a network of many partners and affiliates. But I do work with Life Lab Science Program. We're coming on our 30th year. We train tens of thousands of educators across the country. We have a great garden-based learning curriculum. We have a K-5 science curriculum, which is this thick, so I didn't bring it. But this book might be more of interest to folks that are doing farm to school. The last 3 chapters, 75 pages, 33 lessons, are all on nutrients, food systems education, and consumerism. So, and then the beginning of the book is all about garden-based learning. And this book's been around since 1982. We do workshops that are associated with our publications. For example, our education director, Whitney Cohen's in LA right now, training about 60 teachers for the LA Unified School District. And then we have the best garden in the universe, I heard. It's a very nice garden. We train about 5,000 kids and adults through different field trip programs, youth empowerment programs, summer camps, and teacher trainings. And if you ever get the chance to visit, please stop by at UC Santa Cruz. So a little bit about CSGN. School gardening has been a strong emphasis in the educational movement in California, and that kind of started with Delane Easton, who said we need a garden in every school. It's a great goal. Delane Easton started that, and that vision over there on the left-hand side is the vision to the California Department of Ed, which the California School Garden Network has adopted.